Hi, I'm Luisa.
And Michael.
And we're two vegans in Mexico. We're back.
All right, finally.
Yeah, finally. We were up in Portland because we had some family problems that we had to go and help out with. And everybody's out of the hospital. Everybody's good. So we're back in Oaxaca City. And we're here to tell you all about a tour that we took that was a vegan food tour. It was about 4 hours. And it costs about $83 US dollars per person.
Per person.
So, Michael, we're going to tell them all about it and if we think it's worth that value.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so stay tuned. Our tour started off at 9:30 in the morning. We met our guide, Betsy Morales, and at a market.
Yeah, and she was bilingual, so it made a good experience for me.
Yes, she spoke very good English. And we met up with her. She showed us all around the market and showed us some interesting fruits and vegetables that we would never have chosen.
I would have never thought to buy it because I didn't know what it was.
We didn't know what it was. And the problem is when we go to the markets, we love them because they have the fresh fruits and vegetables. But we usually get the broccoli, the tomatoes,
the squash,
the potatoes, and
frijoles, beans.
That's about all we get because we don't really know what else to buy. So this was awesome for us. We were introduced to several foods that we had never heard of before and would not have chosen without her help.
It would have been impossible.
So some of the fruits that we were introduced to were things like mamey.
My favorite.
Which was interesting, and we'll probably get that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we had pitahaya, which I'm not sure about that one. We had quillotilla and chico zapote, and we also had zapote, which was not chico, so that was an interesting choice. And then what was really fun is Betsy had a place for us to sit down. Inside the markets there are restaurants. And the problem with us is we've never sat down in a market to have food because we don't know what we're eating.
But she taught us how to order vegano options in a place like that, and that was wonderful.
Yes, and Michael had some chocolate with water, which was, hot chocolate with water, you think, not so good.
Yeah, but here it was absolutely delicious.
After the first market, we walked down the street back towards our hotel to a place called La Cosecha. We had been there already for dinner.
It was right next door.
Right next door to our hotel.
We picked what we normally are used to, rice, beans, veggies.
Yes, but today we were able to go with Betsy, who showed us all sorts of things that we could order vegan style at different booths inside this market. And that was really fun. This is an all-organic market. Everything has to be organic certified, otherwise they can't sell it there. And so we'll show you some pictures of what we ate. After La Cosecha, surprise, surprise, we got to go to a chocolate workshop. We didn't even know that was included in the tour.
It was probably ended up being my favorite part just because who doesn't love chocolate?
So what did you like about it?
I like the different cacaos and how they mix them together with chili, cinnamon, and chocolate, and they mix them together and make a wonderful chocolate bar and chocolate drinks. Absolutely magnificent.
We had to buy some of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything else that was purchased during our tour was included in the price. So we didn't have to buy anything to eat for our breakfast or our lunch, which was tasty at La Cosecha, but we did buy some extra chocolate powder for chocolate, hot chocolate, and then like Michael said, the chocolate bars.
Chocolate bars.
And shout out to Diego, we really enjoyed that workshop. And to top off the tour, we got to go to another market. This one is called Benito Juarez, and it's a little bit further into the center of the city, but this is a place where Betsy's family has a stall inside the market.
You said 25, 30 years of having that same stall?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so apparently her grandmother chops up all of the vegetables and makes all of the food preparations prior to the stall opening. And this one's Tacos Rosie. Rosie is her aunt.
Yep.
And she made us a vegan taco.
It was a rolled taco with potatoes and some veggies.
Yes.
Simple and delicious.
Good. Really good. And Most of the time, we go to restaurants, which cost a whole lot more. This was 20 pesos for that taco, but we were
about $1.
We were so full by then, we only had one, and we split it. So to wrap up the tour, we then had some of their traditional drink, which was in a stall right next to Tacos Rosie. And this is a drink called tejate, which we went back the next day and had some more because it was very refreshing. It's made out of chocolate with some corn base and
some kind of flour mixture.
On the top, flowers. Not flour, just flowers.
Okay.
That made it a little foamy. And the other thing we learned about Oaxaca is if you buy something at one stall and you have a cup or something that you want to throw in the trash, there's no trash. You have to give it back to the people that you purchased it from. And so the next day when we went back, we had a little drink and then we gave it back to the lady there that sold it to us. And that was 20 pesos for the drink, I think. It was very good. We also finished the tour with ice cream. Vegan ice cream, which is called nieve.
And it had some chili peppers on it.
Tamarind.
Powder.
Tamarind.
Tamarind.
Yeah. Tamarind.
Spicy ice cream.
Okay. So that tour was 4 hours, almost 5 hours.
I wasn't expecting that.
To 3 different markets. And we went to the chocolate factory or chocolate workshop. And it was all in English, so Michael had no problem. Was it worth the $83 per person?
For me, it was, because there's no way I would have just said, well, I'm going to grab these funny looking fruits and veggies and try them, because I wouldn't know where to start. So really a good learning experience from Betsy.
And Betsy was wonderful. We really enjoyed her company. We really enjoyed what she had to share with us. And I would highly recommend this tour.
Absolutely.
And so when you're in Oaxaca, check out Betsy Morales and a Oaxacan food tour. I'll put a picture of her card here.
Yeah.
But keep being vegan, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.